What's up, everybody? I'm proud to announce I got the Jaystation interviewed. That's right, the worst YouTuber of all time, according to Classicals Crazy and Nerd City, is here to talk about that particular video and go over his gripes with it, as well as a couple other things. I do have to put a little disclaimer in there. I cannot talk about his ex-girlfriend. Some of you might be, well, why aren't you bringing this particular person up? I can't do that for legal reasons, and I'm going to respect that. Another thing, cut me a break a little bit. Although I hit Jay really hard and I asked him the tough questions, and I've been told by Classicals Crazy that I've done a great job, there were parts of the video that I couldn't recall. So if you're like, oh, I could have got that right there and then, well, it happened in the morning, and I did the best I could, but I did a damn good job, and I think you'll see that. So enjoy the video. Here's Jaystation.
Hey man, you ever felt unstoppable?
Ask around. I'm not the guy you want to go toe-to-toe with. You're a bitch. Your friends are bitches.
Okay, everybody, I snagged a pretty big interview. I got Jaystation here. He's going to respond to the Nerd City Classicals Crazy mega collaboration video on him, the worst YouTuber of all time. Jay, are you the worst YouTuber of all time?
I am the worst by far.
You know, the weird thing is the stuff you've done online is everything I'm against. Like everything against. I got a real problem with it. But the other problem comes in is, like, we've been speaking on and off for the last 3 years now, and I do like you personally, like one-on-one. And it does put me in a difficult spot because, you know, the creators, especially Clown, is a very close friend of mine. He's a big reason I have anything. But I think he's got some legitimate criticisms of you. They do, and we're gonna go over them. I know there's some you've taken issue with some of them, and I'm gonna give you a chance to respond here. So you think that's fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, here we go. The first thing is, yeah, let's go back to the I'm gonna actually ask that seriously. Are you the worst YouTuber of all time, in your opinion? Like, do you think that's a fair question?
In my opinion, I'm one of the best.
Why is that?
Just came up with unique trends that Nerd and Colossal, you know, really tried to downplay and say I stole all my ideas, but I don't think so. One of
the criticisms was that they claimed they did the math. They said you stole 50% of your bits for your main channel. And now you're saying that's untrue?
Yeah, I think that's untrue.
You think that's untrue? Have you ever taken from any other? Have you ever taken ideas or fucking package a challenge or anything like that?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, I was starting out doing 3 a.m. So if 5-10 other YouTubers start doing it, they were gonna do stuff that I was already gonna do. So, you know, they're just trying to, like, I feel like all the other YouTubers are copying. Just say, what is Jay gonna do next? So I'm gonna do it first. You know.
They did find in the video that there was a guy that did 3 a.m. before you. And then, do you disagree with that? Or, you know, you're definitely the guy that popularized it. I wouldn't take that away from you.
The way I saw 3 a.m. was through Mo Sargi. He did the first thing when it was titled at 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
But I think before that, I don't think there was anything.
Okay. Well, I mean, in fairness to you, if I had to defend you, I mean, I think there's people that did the Leafy style before Leafy popularized the style.
But I would still consider him the creator, though.
Really?
Because he brought it to...
Yeah, but maybe the originator. I mean, the originator. You weren't the originator, but you feel like you were the creator of... Well, you definitely created the... Definitely... You know, I have seen people do the...
No matter if there was a video with 1,000 views, but I made it popular for sure. But I wasn't aware of anything except for Mo Sargi.
Okay. All right. As far as being the best YouTuber, how do you judge the best YouTuber? What's the best YouTuber to you?
Someone that can get their channel deleted 3 times and still, you know what I'm saying? Like, right?
Yeah, I guess it's like you and me have a very different view on what the best YouTuber is. I mean, do you consider yourself like an analytics and a numbers guy first?
Yeah, analytics. Yeah, it's all about the numbers.
It's all about the numbers. Like, you're not like, because that's one of the criticisms of you too, that, you know, you're I mean, privately, you haven't made any bones about it, but I know from your audience or anybody's audience, you can't really, unless you're like Jake Paul and you have that kind of content, like bling content, you can't really say that I like making money. You are in this for the money, correct?
Yeah, I'm in it for the money, and I enjoy what I do. So it's a win-win for my fans and me.
All right. Okay. Yeah, it's a little tough to criticize you if you're going to fucking own it. You know, if you're going to. One of the overarching themes in the video was that you market your stuff towards kids. Now, there's another argument that I'm not going to bring up that's kind of on the parents, but I don't know if that's a good defense for you. Did you market your stuff towards kids? I mean, I think this is tough to argue.
Yeah, probably. I didn't at first, but when I figured out that a lot of young people watch me, that's when I started bringing in Kermit the Frog or Teletubbies and stuff like that.
Okay. So you're not denying it. Do you think...
No, but...
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But, you know, I think Nerd's going for kids, too. That's why he dresses up in the funny glasses and the helmet and all that stuff.
Well, I guess they would
argue all of them are going for kids.
I'm not. I got to start, right? Jeez. Probably get 100K one of these days. Well, it is definitely the soft spot in the algorithm is when it comes to kids. I don't think there's any getting around that. I don't think there's any denying that. So you went in it. You're going to do horror stuff. You probably thinking high school, college age, and then you realized you were aiming your content at 8-year-old bullies at school, right?
Yeah.
Do you think
I grew up, I was watching Jackass on TV.
Yeah. Okay.
Or South Park.
Do you think you were aiming to 8-year-old Jaystation in some ways?
Yeah. I mean, I probably would have been a fan. I would have watched it.
You would have watched it? Would you believe it?
If I was young enough, yeah. I used to love supernatural stuff.
You really?
Yeah.
Do you think that's right, though? I mean, do you think you have a moral responsibility to kind of peel your content back if you're definitely targeting kids? You think?
Yeah, but that's why I didn't. Like, there was a point where I stopped swearing. I really tried to keep it pretty good. Like, yeah, but I feel like when I was an 8-year-old, I was pretending to be gay on the schoolyard, and it was all good to go. Like,
yeah. Well, we grew up hurt. The kid, it's different nowadays with these kids. They're not kids when like me and you were younger. I think you're only 10 years younger than me, but I think I know there's guys in their 30s, the last guys that kind of grew up like us. You know, you could kind of be weird, and it wasn't offensive back then.
Yeah,
and it probably still isn't to a certain extent, but you know, social media and mainstream media make it seem like I don't know, being a wacky kid is like, you know, indicative of being a school shooter. I'm not going to get into that. That's a political rant for another time. Yeah. So, all right, I guess I want to ask, did you ever feel any guilt that the kids shouldn't be seeing this stuff, or was it just about the money?
I mean, I never felt guilt about it. Mm-hmm. But then again, like I actually don't think, besides the rapper thing, I don't think what I did was any bad.
You don't think it was bad? I don't know. See, I have time arguing with the rapper stuff was out of line. I mean, because you're hurting people. Yeah. My problem with going the kids route with you is, first of all, I find your stuff hysterical, and I think I found it funny is because you were so on the surface clickbaiting, you were so on the surface side of recycling content, and the stuff is so wacky and so over the top that it's hysterical, and it's kind of fun to think that people believe this stuff. You know, it's fun. Like, who's buying this? You know,
yeah.
It's like I told the story when I did the show today. Like, when I was a kid, when I found pro wrestling for the first time, my dad was real quick to come in and say, "That's fake, right? That's not real." I get the feeling that a lot of these kids don't have that dad saying, "Hey, that guy's nuts. He's fake. He's a jerk. Don't watch him." You know, I feel like, and I don't know how much responsibility you bear. Do you think that YouTube should come in and like separate your, because you're not going to make the money. You're not getting the 7 million subs. It's not happening. Do you think they should come in and kind of mitigate like content that you make and keep that away from kids in any way?
No, definitely not.
Why
Because,
not? Why not?
Okay. Why not? Because
Yeah, why not?
the more censorship or the more rules they put in, the worse YouTube gets, man. Now there's not even dislikes. Like it's just bad.
I can't disagree with you there. No, it is. My concern with it is like if like I can't be responsible for some kids. Like if I caught my kid watching you, there would be like hell to pay, you know?
Yeah.
You know, like, no, turn it off. And YouTube Kids is a pretty good app, man. I actually enjoy watching YouTube Kids and Let's Plays with my son. You know, it's fun. They do a really good job, like doing that. So, but you can't. I don't want the adult content, which is regular YouTube, to be mitigated in any way. But there's something about if you had kids, would you get your kid? Would you give your kid a tablet and just let him go nuts on YouTube?
No, definitely not.
Yeah, I just don't know why people do that. So your whole
But
thing is,
if a parent does that, then you know that's kind of on them. I think.
So you're serving those kids that have bad parents. Is that how you see it?
I'm saying if they have bad parents, yeah, but I don't think that I personally wouldn't have a problem
with your
my
content.
kids.
You wouldn't have a problem with your kids. Well, what about the sexual stuff? I mean, you're drilling holes and, you know, you got the DNA thing. You're kind of hitting the masturbation. You're drilling holes. I mean, I don't know, cutting the heads off of dolls. Every boy does that. I don't think that's a really big deal, but there is sort of a sexual undertone. Is that appropriate for kids?
I think the only sexual undertone I really did was maybe like make out with Kermit the Frog or something.
You know, that is it's so ridiculous. You know, well, there is the gay potion thing. Why I think that's your best work personally.
Thank you.
Because it's so fucking funny.
I'm proud of it, man.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, there is a, like I said, we didn't grow up like these kids today. There's some people that would find that, and I'm playing devil's advocate. This is not language that I normally use or even believe to use. Like, is this homophobic? I mean, do you have a problem with gays? Is that
no? I didn't. Like, to be honest, if pretending to be gay, like, I think it's just funny. Like, I never bash gay people. Like,
no.
I don't hate gay people. Like,
what about the slave? You think that was pushing it? I mean, that's adult
slaves
content
exist, you know. Like, I think it's a cool. Like, I thought it was a good idea at the time, but
well, for a hit, that's what I'm talking about the moral part. You know, like yeah, it was a good idea. You got a lot of hits, and you certainly got a chuckle out of me. You know, but I mean, like the actor was African North American. I think that's.
Yeah,
I don't know.
And he didn't have a problem with it.
He didn't have a problem.
And we did 3 videos together.
Yeah, I mean,
I think he messaged me and said it was good video.
I think the issue is, again, is the kids part. But I guess you can always block. I mean, this is something parents need to take in your hand. And YouTube Kids is good and it's available and you could do it. I guess that would be your defense.
We've got to a place where we cannot talk about race. We cannot talk about sexuality.
I think that's a different thing. Oh, in general, and I would disagree with you, but this is more about like you crossing a line. Did you ever cross the line? Did you ever do something that could, you know, like you put something out there that could harm people, in your opinion?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. All right, let me get into the tough stuff. I think I've been too easy on you, Mr. Jaystation. Are you a devil worshiper?
You know? Yeah, devil worshiper.
Now, there is an entire section, which I took umbrage with, and I may be talking to Clown later, because he came in my chat, but I don't want to speak for him. Yeah. They did, and your ex-girlfriend sort of hinted at it, that you have sold your soul to the devil, and that you do worship the devil, which is also funny, to be honest with you. Do you worship I can't believe I'm asking this question. Do you worship the devil?
No, unless it's 3 a.m.
Yeah, okay.
I'm making a YouTube video.
Did you ever get involved in actual, not content related type of cult activity of any kind?
Like back in the day, I read a lot of books about hermetics or like different occult things, and I don't know if it's real or not, but I've definitely read about them.
So you like this stuff?
I do like this stuff. I find it very interesting. That's why I like ancient Egyptians, all that stuff.
Yeah. You're like me. I bought ghost books when I was a kid. That was like a real big thing. Like there's certain types of ghosts, and
I am not a Satanist, or I don't worship the devil.
Did you ever sell your soul in exchange for YouTube views? I mean, did you ever have the actual seance off camera begging some kind of I don't know, manifestation? That's not the right word. Some sort of higher power to give you YouTube views, like unironically. I did do a ritual before I did YouTube, but I don't know to get views. To get views specifically,
to get views and to get money. But I don't think that stuff is real.
Yeah. Did you think it was real at the time?
At the time, I really
oh, you did.
Thought it was. Yeah.
Well, there is thing like you've told me privately you're a religious guy, right?
Yeah,
and then they showed you contradicting yourself that you were a religious guy and you weren't a religious guy. And I thought later, like, well, maybe I could become a religious guy again. Yeah. Go ahead.
I said I wasn't religious on that one video because I realize I have multicultural fan base. So I don't want to say, oh, I'm Christian or you know what I'm saying? I just want to say I'm not religious.
You want to say you're not religious, but other times you have a religion. Are you a religious person? Do you go to church, or do you have any kind of faith?
I don't go to church, but I believe in God.
You believe in God? You grew up. You got a French last name, so you're Catholic like me, right? Or you grew up Catholic? Yeah.
Roman.
You're Roman. Yeah. You got all that crazy shit. No wonder you're nuts. You know?
Yeah.
I in solidarity, my man. I've been through all that shit. You know.
For real.
Yeah. So
no, but I believe in God, man.
You know, there was a rebellion stage I went through like when I was like 13, like trying to find the most satanic album. I really got into Slayer, and we wore stuff that it's almost like we're trying to piss off Christians, but I never bought it for a second. It was just like I dug the reaction I was getting. Is that kind of where you were coming from growing up? Just like, let's piss off the Christians?
It wasn't a rebellion about the church. It was just I was really into spirituality and connecting with a higher spirit, trying to find a way to do it. And I was more into magic, but the actual kind of magic. Okay.
Let me ask you this. Do you think this is a serious question? I'm unironically asking you this question. If you have sold your soul or committed some kind of ritual, do you fear going to hell?
Oh yeah, big time. I'll tell you a crazy thing.
Sure.
When I wrote that contract back in the day,
I
said I want the money and the subscribers by my 30th birthday. And then it was on my 30th birthday where I got YouTube demonetized on Jaystation.
Will you do a 3 a.m. from hell if given the opportunity?
Yes, I definitely will. That's for you.
How could you do? Like, how would you like do your Jaystation like right now? Like, I'm in hell. Do that for me. Like, hey guys, like, what's up, guys? Could you do that whole thing?
Yeah.
Do it right now.
What's up, guys? I'm in hell right now. I'm just hanging out with Satan. It's hot as hell. I'm burning up.
Yeah. That would be really great if you did that. Oh, man, that would be so funny. If you ever got here, man, I'd love to film that. That'd be fucking disturbing.
24 hours with Satan.
You know what I'll do? I'll put you in a green screen. I'll hand it to Vega. And he'll have you burning in hell. All right.
But Tom, I have a problem with what I don't know who made the video, if it was Nerd or Colossal.
It was both of them. It was collaborative. It was a collaborative thing. But go ahead. Let me hear. What's your issues with the video?
Well, he's saying I come after everybody's parents, like I want to kill them, or I'm a contract killer or something. Ooh. And then he shows the video with Stromedy.
Yeah.
Like I was harassing his family or something, but that's not true. at all.
All right, what happened there? I'm missing. I'm getting old, dude, and I'm missing everything. Did you have an incident with Stromedy?
Yeah, I had an incident. I was in my condo, like 65 floors up. It's all glass in Toronto. And I'm hanging out on the couch, and my friend Ahmed's there. And we saw a drone just chilling, spying on me, man. In my, like, I could have been going to the bathroom naked, doing something with, you know, like doing something bad. And Stromedy's there flying a drone up in downtown Toronto, spying on me.
For real? I missed it.
So I drove,
So did you threaten him after that? Or
I drove. So we ran downstairs. We saw Stromedy dip in a car, and I know where he lives because we're friends. I thought we were friends. So I drove to his fucking house. He wasn't there, and I explained to his dad. Nerd shows a part where Stromedy's dad is pissed at me.
Okay.
But that was the very beginning of the convo.
I
just explained what Stromedy did, and Stromedy's dad said, "Oh, okay, I'll call Stromedy and make him delete it," and that's what happened. I wasn't violent to him or his dad.
So have you ever laid a hand on another YouTuber?
Never.
Have you ever intimidated another YouTuber to take something down, anything of that sort?
Yeah, definitely.
Why do you do that? I mean, that's wrong, bro. That's wrong. I mean, that kind of...
Is it?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. You can't do that.
I believe in eye for eye, Tommy.
Because you're religious.
Yeah, exactly.
Clearly.
Right?
That's Old Testament, man. You know? But no, it's just like the thing with you is I wish I'd have got a hold of you earlier because I think you could have continued doing this shit and like maintain that line. But, you know, I've also seen you like insane mad. And you really do lose it. Like, and I have anger issues and it doesn't even come close to where you're going. And mine are bad. You know, mine are killing me. Literally got blood pressure, serious blood pressure issues now. But, you know, I always, if you like, it's, you kind of got that deadgy, can't take no L's. I honestly think if you would have rolled this back, separated yourself from certain people, you'd probably still be doing this now. I mean, do you think that's a fair criticism?
Yeah, that's fair. I wish YouTube would have just gave me a warning, man. I never got a warning.
Yeah. Do you think, you know, you mentioned in a video that you put out and that you also deleted that, you know, you're not the worst, but there's guys out there that are worse than you. And you feel that an erroneous charge that went to the police is what clipped you, right?
I feel that way, yeah.
You feel that way, okay. But do you think like YouTube kind of took everything that you did? Because I mean, I got Nerd City's girlfriend. You know, you did Doc's Keemstar, and maybe they just said enough. We don't want to pay you. We don't want. I think you said it yourself. They don't want to see your face. Isn't it fair to say maybe you asked for that?
I mean, banned for life. Like I'm 30. Like
yeah.
Like damn. I don't know. I think maybe. Like, what happened to the strike system? I just don't get it.
Well, you know what? I can get behind you on that one. You know, it does. But like, they do have a rule that if you're bringing bad press, that they can clip you for any reason. I think it's
the only bad press was Keemstar saying trying to cancel me. And then he goes and cries about, you know, cancel culture on if it's not about me. Like, it's kind of... Yeah,
he did go the kids route. I fought with him on that, but you know, like you know, he does have children. You put his address out there. That's fucking dangerous, man. You know how famous.
How did I get his address?
What? Well, it doesn't matter.
How did I get it?
Well, it doesn't matter how you got it. You put it out there.
I mean, he put it out there. That's how I got it. He tweeted it.
That doesn't give you like you have fans that hate him because they love you. You could be putting his children in danger, and I think that's. Like, and he posted.
But don't you think that my children would be in danger if he tried to cancel me?
Well, it depends on what it was for. It's because of your behavior on YouTube. Yeah, they might be in financial danger, but that falls on you. But like when you put somebody's docs out there, what you're doing is you're inviting a nut to do something, or at least using the fear. It's intimidation, is what it is. And I mean. Jay, that's wrong. And you do enough of that stuff, YouTube's going to clip you. Forget the strike system. Now, I think you should have got strikes. Right? I agree with you. But, you know, there is something to be said for it. Like, you pushed it too far. Do you take any responsibility for basically you losing your YouTube career?
Yeah, obviously, yeah, I do.
What would you do different if you could do it all over?
I don't think I would do anything.
You don't think you'd do anything different?
No.
Nothing? Would you go to, would you like, you know, take channels down, send strikes? You know, you've admitted to me we can't talk, we can't get to the part of it, but you did tell me that you tried to deplatform people offline, you know, that you were mad at. I mean, you wouldn't change that?
But deplatform, in my opinion, deplatform just means you're trying to cancel their.
Yeah, but so are phony strikes. So are phony false flags and phony strikes. I mean, I think that's fair, Jay.
Yeah, false flag. Yeah, I did that one time. I did it on YouTube. I've done it once. I've had several of my videos strike down by creators. You know,
so
I've done it once. It was wrong. Like that definitely was wrong.
Yeah, you don't have to do it. You actually could, if you get striked and bitch about it, you can actually turn that around and pisses everybody off because nobody likes that. And even they don't like you. They don't like people being taken down. Now, we also talked about in the video. I'm not sure it's satirical or not, and I'm not aware of the situation. I did not have much time to prepare for this interview. Clown kind of satirically goes over like case files against you, and one of them is false pedophile allegations. Did you ever accuse somebody of being a pedophile? I don't, like I said, I had to put this in last minute to get, because our times are so different. Did you ever accuse somebody of being a pedophile?
I haven't accused nobody. The only time I've talked about that stuff is when a YouTuber gets caught for it.
But you never said, this competition, this guy I got a beef in, because they're going to check it. They're going to, like, everything you hear, they're going to run it. You know?
Definitely.
This person this person is, you know, like, doing something wrong with kids. You never did that. You're saying that right now.
Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't, like, that's... Yeah,
see, I can't go in question because I'm not familiar with the case, and I didn't have much time to go over this.
I think he's saying that that I'm a pedo. That's what I
don't think
that's
so.
what it seems like to me. That's why I'm so pissed about it.
No. That's not what he's saying. He's saying you're accusing other people of.
Yeah, that's not something I'll do.
Yeah. Okay. Are you saying that's it? Let's see. Devil worship, false allegations, false flagger. You take to that. You said you never attacked anybody. Scamming. Have you ever scammed anybody?
I never scammed nobody.
Like what were they saying a scam was? What do you think they were trying to get at?
Giving away. He posted pictures. Like one was when I did a brand deal of this dream liquid stuff you drink to dream.
Okay.
Another one was like he's saying
well, that's kind of like there's no such thing as something like that. I mean, that's what he's saying. That's a scam. You can't drink something and dream cool dreams. You know.
Well, that's what this company does. They make some drink.
It's a bullshit drink. Are you still with them? Can you talk about it freely now?
Yeah, like basically they send me a product and send me some money, and I put a brand deal in my video.
Okay. So you weren't trying to scam anybody. You're just being a spokesperson for the company.
I'm not a spokesperson. I just did a brand deal like once.
Well, I will say this. If anybody's selling stuff that makes you dream nice dreams, that's a scam. But, I mean, you know, I don't...
There might be some chemical, like, I don't know. Like, you know, I drank it.
Yeah. Do you have any good dreams?
I mean, I think so. It was a while ago.
You're a terrible spokesperson. You're supposed to say yes. It was great. It was like acid.
Yeah. I think it's like those Bob Marley drinks or whatever you get at the store. It's like an energy drink.
Yeah. I'm sure it's harmless. I'm sure it's harmless, you know.
Yeah, it's not bad. Like, whatever.
Is there anything else that you want to say? Like, anything happened in that video that you say is, like, dead wrong? Because not everything in that video is wrong. Not everything.
Well, he's just, I think he's implying that I swatted Keemstar, and then he's implying that I'm using voice changers, and man.
What if these guys are very they could come out and say, look, here's the evidence, Tommy, there you go. And I gotta post it, you know? Is there anything And technically got another video coming. Is there anything you want to get out ahead of?
No, I just think that they're liars.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you this. Obviously, you got stuff going on. You're working behind the scenes. Do you care anymore? Because I got one thing I noticed, like just talking to you in the last, like we've been talking for like 45 minutes now. You seem really calm, like unusually calm for you. Is it still bother you? I mean, I know the thing bothered you. You did threaten DMCA Clown and Nerd, which I think is absolutely wrong. I think these videos you have every right. I mean, I couldn't even.
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant, man. That's not. I just like I tweeted it in anger, and I didn't mean that I was going to DMCA him. That's what I typed. But what I meant is that I was going to like sue him for defamation, have the video removed. I basically was saying I'm going to take your video down for defamation. Do you have any
plans to do that in the future with this
video?
Yeah,
definitely. If he's saying I'm a fucking pedo, or I'm scamming my fans, or I'm the person who swatted Keemstar. He said a bunch of bullshit.
So you're serious? Let me go back. You're serious about?
Definitely am. I'm definitely serious.
Still to this day.
I'm waking up to go to the lawyer's office.
Is that why you're up now?
Yeah, man.
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, I can't tell you what to do and what not to do. I think, I don't know, Jay. Like, I wish you didn't do this stuff because, you know, the video, like I said, it does make you look like a psychopath. And I think some of the criticisms are crazy. And I know you got problems, but it's just like, in my view, you're tragic because you know how to work this algorithm. This is not easy stuff to do, in my opinion. I think Clown would disagree with me. Fair enough. But I think there's like you could never stop breaking the rules. Like most guys like break the rules to get ridiculously famous, and then like somebody like XQC and they roll it back. You could have done that.
But I did. I changed. I went on the reaction channel. I did it for a year. I don't get it, man.
That's true. No, that's true. You were doing kid stuff for a while, right?
Yeah, I was just reacting to scary ghost videos or whatever.
Gotcha. All right.
Like I tried to change it, man. Like
I know you did. I know you tried. I remember like we were talking and you were showing me what you're doing and I was like, well, that's great. And you've been quiet and the video didn't look like it was coming out last year. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, you know, it was just like pop, you're gone. Well, here's what I'll say. I always like you personally, but I think you asked for it. I absolutely think you asked for it, and I think if you had some better people around you, I think they could have led you the right way. And I don't think you really have anybody to blame but yourself. But that being said, you sure entertained me, and I think if I had to guess, you probably entertained Clown and fucking Nerd for the last 2 years too, because you got some funny videos up there, man.
Yeah. I mean, you give me two years to come up with a video, and I can make Clown and Nerd look pretty bad too.
You think so?
Oh, definitely.
They're pretty good. They're like the best. They're best in the business. You know what I mean? All right. Look, Jay, I really appreciate you coming on. You're one of the few YouTubers that promised to shout me out, and you actually did. And I don't know how many people have ever come to me and said, like, I'm going to do this for you, that they've gone on, become millionaires, and just forgot about me. So I appreciate that. That being said, I think the criticism was worthy, and I also think I just appreciate you coming down and handling it, and let the chips fall where they may. All right, bud?
Yeah, man. I appreciate you reaching out to me, man.
I always appreciate talking to you because you might be a psychopath. You might be a dangerous dude. Maybe you're not the guy to hang out with, but you're definitely interesting as hell. So I do appreciate it again. Thanks so much, Jay.
Thanks, man.
Take care.